What is the true reality of human existence on the earth? What is the secret hidden or the thing which is kept secret from the human society living on the planet earth? What is hidden? Why something the human being are back off? What really the human life is in search for? Whenever we see the universe, universe is so vast, never ending universe. In that one planet is called earth, in that one life is human life apart from the other organisms. This whole universe, it seems to be a source of full of knowledge, and the human existence, the reality of human existence exists in such a way that the human life which is going on the earth, is it true life or it is controlled by some energies? Whenever we see the life of human being, his birth till his physical death, the whatever the lifespan is going on, it is just like the thing that conscious is traveling through the body and suffering all the consequence of his birth on the earth plane. What is the true cause of that birth and death of that physical body, and in between the suffering which is caused to that physical body of that particular soul? Is there anything which is controlling all the lifespan of that human being? Then know the truth. Yes, there is. The human soul travels through the physical body till the leaving of the physical body in order to gain the knowledge. Whenever that physical entity is moving away from the knowledge, then there is a control power over that physical body. The consequence is the sufferings. Sufferings create that soul a burden, and let that soul understand what its real truth is, that for that purpose suffering began. So who is that controller of that particular physical body? Let's understand in a simple scientific way, in a consequence of science. For example, if you take a intranet or a internet, so there is a main computer which is called as server, a big computer, and over it all the small computers are connected, which is through optical fibers underground, the water or oceans, so the optical fibers are running, and this network is spread all over the world. So the main computer where all the data is fed, it knows what data has to be sent to a particular computer which is kept far away from that main server. So there is a computer, a network of computers are there, and the main server is there. Through that all the information are distributed, and the main server is having a control over all the computers. In the same way, there is a certain intelligence, high intelligence, which is controlling all the physical bodies all on the planet earth. We living in this physical body, we have certain control, but main control is in the universal intelligence. Though the human being is thinking everything is created me by me, it's not true, because there is certain intelligence which is controlling you, just as the robot is controlled by the human being through a remote control. A remote control can control that robot, where it has to move, where it has to go, where what it has to do. by that remote control. In the same way, the universal intelligence is controlling the physical body of the particular soul. You unacceptedly, whatever is happening in the physical life, anything which is not in the hand of the human being, it is has to be understood that it is controlled by certain intelligence. This intelligence is not in a physical appearance, but it is in the form of energies which is controlling birth and till death of that physical body. So, whenever the manifestation of certain physical problems occurs in the life of human being, such as disease or anything, 99-80% is the fault of that human being, how he has led the life of his existential reality. Now, the thing is that whether that soul gains the knowledge to maintain his physical body or not, it also depends upon the circumstances in which that soul is present, because that circumstances influences that soul journey on this planet earth. So that circumstances, all the souls are not getting the same circumstances. As you see that some childs are born with certain intelligence in such a family where natural intelligence are present, where spiritual intelligence are present, and some child is born in certain places where there is no knowledge, ignorance, a lot of ignorance is there. Then there is a dispute that how the so high intelligent uh, energy created these two child in two different circumstances. One has the knowledge and one child is not having a knowledge, because the circumstances is such that it has taken a birth in a place of ignorance. Then you can't compare all those two souls. Now there comes again one question: why that child has born in two different places? One has born in the place where already intelligence is present and there is a facility for intelligence, and one child is born where already there is a ignorance and no facilitate for knowledge. So this, again the question mark arises, why it happens. So this happens because the high intelligence energy is present, it is controlling all the birth and death of a physical body of particular soul. So when a human takes a birth, the birth and death is not in the control of human being. It is only the between period, the period of birth and till death, whatever the life he is spending is 80% is under his control, but birth and death is not under control. So the maximum problem where it occurs is birth. If that particular soul is given a birth in that situation where already the parents are intelligent and there is knowledge and some there is no any problem, then that uh, child or the soul will get a knowledge and it can stop the sufferings in his physical life. But some souls are born in an ignorant place and it suffers its life to his life journey. Why this happens? This happens because in previous birth, whatever the life, the previous births of that soul, what was its existential reality, what it has done in that period of its survival, those effects, as told by scientific thing, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So in the same way, the spiritual reality, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So whatever the existential reality which is done by that particular souls in its different birth, that is stored in the main server or server intelligence, which is downloaded in every birth, through the birth of that soul till the death of the soul, and in between sufferings. 80% in his control, and remaining 20 to 30% is in the intelligence control, which will control the life at that particular soul. So main theme behind the survival of the physical body of that human being is to teach the reality to that particular soul. The real intelligence wants that physical entity or that soul to understand its reality. So unless it is not understanding its reality and thinking him as a physical body and live in ahankara of his physical body, till then the suffering will exist for that particular being. So this is the existential reality of human being. As we control the robots, in same way each human being in this earth are just controlled like a robot in his physical existence, in order to know the reality. So whatever the disease are coming, it may be due to ignorant, but it is in reality is that the higher intelligence wants that disease to come to that particular physical body. It just hides that intelligence from that particular soul. So even in the presence of that knowledge, that particular soul will not get that knowledge, and it suffers from that physical diseases and sufferings, and loss of something. So this is the we are just like a robot. The physical body is just like a robot, not we, but our physical body is just like a robot, which whose control is over a real existence or higher entity, or you can tell as a universal energy. We are part and parcel of that, and we human being should leave all our main this thing and think the reality and go in a right path. Leave all the thing behind and move to real knowledge, in order to escape from the physical sufferings of the physical entity, because we are just a robot. Our physical body is just like a robot. We are not robot, but our physical body is just like a robot whose control is over universal intelligence. So because of that, all this suffering is going on in this universe, only because of ignorance. This ignorance continues if that particular soul in its journey time period will not turn its knowledge towards the universal intelligence, apart from live the existence as a physical body itself, and dies in this physical body existential thing, then there is a problem. The as told in Bhagavad Gita, that the soul has a sanskara of its birth and the lifespan, that is kama, krodha, lobha, moha, ahankar, mada, matsar. So these are all the sanskaras of a particular soul. So in order to delete all these sanskaras, this physical sufferings is moving on. So in order to remove these sanskaras, birth of that particular soul is being done by that particular sanskar itself. Each soul is having its own aham, ahankara, mada, matsar, bhay, irsha, and all those things. In order to delete that, only the birth is taking place. So this is the existential reality. Understand this, that a whole control of physical body is not under you. It is the universal intelligence which is controlling the physical body. Understand the reality and move in the real path. We will be back with some more knowledgeable video. Till then, have a nice day.